come and plug it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Evan.
Yeah, so it's been a minute since we last had a session, right? So um, we were on, what do you call it? On the road trip, and we're supposed to continue our sessions. But some way, somehow, when we get to a point, because we were really moving from one point to the other, and when we get to a point and we thought, oh, okay, let's meet family or let's meet friends and later go on to DF. It so happens that almost 9 out of 10 times we end up spending a lot more time than we planned with family and friends, right? So that's how come we did not do all the episodes as planned. But hey, yeah, we here. It was and it was a fun road trip. I think the um, episodes also came up well, but unfortunately we couldn't finish everything. We couldn't answer all the questions because and at a point too we were pretty tired, right? Because
And sick.
and sick, yeah. Because at a point we had to attempt to do a 25-hour drive, right? And it was pretty much a tough one. So hey, for those of you wondering how and why all of a sudden you did not hear from us, that's exactly what happened. But it's good to be here again, and it's good to come interact with you as always. And again, please go out there as usual, share the feed, and let's get started. Um, Prissy, how was the journey? So, I mean, in summary, how do you think it went?
It was it was quite an experience, traveling from the north to the east, then all the way back to the west. That was it was a, I would say it's tough because I had family around. But like the parts that I had to drive because I don't like driving. So I had
Right.
to drive sometimes when you were tired, and I didn't
Yeah.
like the driving around the Pennsylvania area because of the nature of the place. It was a bit hilly, and I don't like heights, so I don't like. So
Okay. Yeah, and again, the that area had a lot of tracks, right? So
yeah, a lot of tracks as well.
a lot of tracks. I mean, even when they are passing by you, they are the kind of force they generate alone can throw you off. Yeah, but it was a good one, and I am trying to get to the comment section so we draw you guys in. Yeah, so um, of course we have quite a number of unanswered questions from our previous episode or from our road trip. We had quite a number of questions that people sent across. And so going forward, we'll be trying to answer all those questions so that everyone would feel answered. Yeah, but again, the feeling to be back is quite a good one, right? We were on the road for 1 week, right? And yeah, that was quite. I don't want to use the word like tough or something, but it's it was an experience mixed with fun and hard work, right? So the fun part is when you get to destinations and you are taking all the view scene, the attraction scene, and everything. And the other part was the hard work that it took to actually drive to those destinations, right? Because um, I think for most of the trips that we did, it was at least a 5 hour drive from one place to the other, right? So on the average. So yeah, it wasn't
A five
so.
hour drive is like Accra to the north,
Yes, yes,
or
yes,
even longer.
correct. Correct. Exactly. Given the speeds we were driving at and the um speed limit, yeah, of course, the speed limits and the kind of time we're driving, yes, that was pretty much a long journey. Okay, so this is again. I'm trying to. This thing is acting up on me again. I'm trying to get the comment section, but it's not helping here. Um, okay, so today, in effect, we're not really going to have any topic per se, but we just gonna try to brush over some of these things. I don't know why I'm not. So please pardon me. Maybe today all you can do is just for the fun of it, share the feed and and follow our page if you've not already done so. So today wouldn't be anything serious. I'm trying so much to get the comments. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Yeah. Okay, so okay, good. I have it now. Awesome. Yeah. So hey, Akimbola, good to have you. Um Prissy, what do you think will be the importance of having such breaks? I mean, from your normal routines, from everything you used to and all. What do you think is the importance of it? It comes with its own risk, which we're going to talk about as well. But what do you think is the importance?
Well, I think that taking a break is like important. Um, so when you are used to doing one thing over and over again, like something
Yeah,
that is so mundane, it's no longer exciting. So like it adds spice to life. So when you take a break and do something else, that spice comes in, and then later on you can revert to your routine activities. So you become more refreshed and all that. Yeah,
yeah,
so it's good. Even God rested. So like we as humans, we
yeah.
need that break.
Absolutely, I perfectly agree with you. And so, if it felt like, I mean, personally, I I'm always focused on something, doing some work, blah blah blah. So it really felt like, oh, what am I missing? Am I doing something wrong? Just because, yeah, like I wasn't really doing anything at that point in time. But yeah, it's really good. It's pretty relaxing, gets you re-energized for life. I mean, and I know Arsenal fans would not want to hear this, but for me personally, I mean, I like football, and we ended up going to watch Liverpool versus Arsenal, and we whooped them, and that was the best part of the whole.
And I found out I was afraid of heights.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so it was. I mean, to me, it was funny, right? So we had to be at
My
a
legs
certain
were wobbling
stadium.
like
This was like a 60 and almost a 70,000 seater stadium, right? And so with where we were sitting, it was up there, and it looked like Christy was, oh God, all afraid and scared to climb.
ask me. part of the stadium.
Yeah, yeah, but it was good. I mean, yeah, and so yeah, Prissy discovered she had height phobia, whatever the name is. I don't even know what the technical name is. Yeah, but no, but you don't have the same feelings when you are on a flight, right?
No,
Okay,
I
so
like to sit
my
by the window, and
okay,
yeah,
so
it's
you like to sit by the window rather.
yeah.
Okay, so my guess is, and if you remember, because we got there quite early, and you didn't have anyone sitting in front of us, ahead of us, it looked like from where we were sitting, you could see right down into
It
the,
was, and the angle we were seated
yeah,
was was really bad. You know, when we changed to the side, the
yes,
wings was
ideal
better.
seat, yeah, yeah, right.
It felt like
Um,
I could just roll over.
yeah, I mean, it's. Did you ever fall from a tree when you were a kid? Maybe that's why.
Surprisingly, when I was a kid, I liked to climb stuff like walls, tree, but
Okay,
maybe
okay, yeah.
growing up has made me.
I mean, when you get to understand life and you get to understand risk and everything you look at, then you trying to see what could go wrong, then that ends up making people rather afraid of a lot of things, right? But yeah, it's because the World Cup is also coming and we're going to it. I mean, going to watch all those matches. So go see a doctor to help you overcome your fear of heights. Uh, Otherwise,
I'll book my own seat. I'll take a
okay,
lower,
yeah,
or
that's
I'll
fine.
stay
That's
home and
also,
watch on the telly.
yeah,
It's
that's a good solution as well. I mean, yeah. So and then I think that another part of the whole thing was the fact that you know when, especially if you are in the house and everyone is minding their own business, kids are doing their stuff, parents are doing their stuff, usually you don't have that closeness, right? Because you can be in the same house, but everyone is minding their business, and you would be in a situation where you're not really bonding, right? But sometimes when you take such trips, what it does is that it forces everyone to cut off whatever usually takes their time, right? So um, ideally, the kids will be on maybe a game here and there or on the PS or something. But when you are able to force yourself into such a situation, then yeah, people would be forced to yeah relate, bond, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I think that it's worth taking time off every now and then. Unfortunately, most of, I mean, and especially in corporate America, you don't have so much days to say you off, right? And so anytime it happens, then you have to make the best of it, or at best stop working and just be traveling, right? And then when it's time
and who will fund your traveling?
yeah, you figure out how to eat. Hey, Suit Up Nation and Adelaide, good to have you. Yeah, I mean, so maybe everyone's goal should be to um, at least take some time off. But it's whatever it is, you just have to take some time off. And another part of the trip was that we went all the way to the close to the Canadian border, right? So um, with the US, from not from the Detroit side, but this is up there in what's the name of that island again? Mackinac Island, right? And it was a beautiful scenery as well. It was good. I mean, that was um, the
Right.
meeting point of two of the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so yeah, Prissy, we are saying something.
No.
Yeah. So it was good. I mean, and I don't know where that interest comes from, but personally, I love a lot of nature, right? So again, I've said this over and over again, but back when we were in Ghana, one of our main places to go to was the Volta Lake, close to the Adomi Bridge, and then we just go sit there, eat banku and tilapia, and then come back home. Yeah, so it's really refreshing. It's been a refreshing time. Um, so again, today we are not going to discuss any topical issues about relationships, about anything. We are easing into the Evan as well. So we are coming from a vacation, a break, a point of going for a break, and then we gradually easing in. We don't want to um, come in with a big bang. So yeah, basically that's about it. So yeah, just um, save up some money and go somewhere you've not been before. And it's it would add to your. I mean, some of those places. It looks like when you see them, you see God's creation, you see nature, you see all that. It feels like you are adding more years to your life, right? Because there is a lot of um, hustle and bustle here and there every single day, right? So hey, give yourself a break. And the more you grow, the more you see that it's time moves so fast, right? I think when I was younger, or when I was a kid, or maybe in elementary school, or and all that, it looked like it took so long for us to go from morning till evening. As you grow older, you see that in a blink of an eye, it's already evening, right? And so the days keep coming and keep flying by. So,
Because you have
hey,
a lot more to do.
yeah, right. You don't even have enough time to get all your stuff done, right? So make a conscious effort to go out there, go do stuff. Um, good to have you, Apostle Daniel. So, Adelaide says, I want to add more years. So, yeah, I mean, it's quite, I don't know how to explain it, but the more you grow, the more you see that you need to make the best of time, right? Because you are losing time, or time is flying by, right? So I, and I think personally, it's really important for me to feel like no time goes wasted. Maybe that's why I'm always doing trying to do something. But yeah, it's we were kids yesterday, today we are adults, tomorrow we grow old with gray hair and then we go away. That's all. Yeah, so maybe if we can take something from today, it's just say make that conscious effort to live life in your own way, by your own definition, and all. That's why I sort of I am more aligned to people who would just say, hey, to hell with work or anything, and they'll just take their backpack and run off to an unknown country and go and live there for some time and come back. I am drawn to such things. Like I like such things because pretty soon you be a pensioner and you realize that you even don't have interest in all of those things. No interest to travel. No, even if you have the interest, you see that you don't have the energy, right? It's so. I mean, if we have the opportunity, it's always good to take advantage of it. Run out there, go somewhere where you are not going to work. You are only just going to sit idle. And for me, that's a huge KPI because I am unable to sit idle. it's not possible for me to be idle. Maybe that's a personal problem I'll have to solve. But at every point in time, I have to be doing something, and that's a big problem, right? So um, it's always a conscious effort to just take time off to, yeah, just not do anything, which is again difficult. Yeah. So if you are you have a spouse who cannot sit idle, I think that you should attempt to get your spouse maybe a ticket to go somewhere or some on their birthday or I mean any random day or something, right? Try to get them to
But there are some spouses too who don't like any form of outing. Like even if you get them the ticket, they won't go. They want
yeah,
to always be indoors. They don't want to go anywhere.
yeah,
They don't want to even move out of their comfort zone, like move out of home.
yeah,
They want to
absolutely.
sleep on the same bed every day.
I get it. I mean, sometimes people have reasons for all that, right? Uh, they want to stay out of trouble. They don't want to get involved in anything they'll later regret. Or I mean, people have so many reasons for doing that. But sometimes you need to break that monotony, right?
Change the environment.
Yeah, change environment, do something. I mean, do it's and again, it doesn't come easy. That is the more reason why it should be a conscious effort, right? If you're going out, it means money. It means staying at a hotel. It means whatever mode of transport you're using. Chances are that you will be paying for it. If you driving, you buy fuel. If you flying, you buy tickets. Or even if you have your own plane, you're gonna pay your pilot. You're gonna buy fuel. You're gonna pay for parking at the hangar. Anything. So it really takes a lot of energy, a lot of effort to actually get something sorted out,
And
right? So
money.
yeah, and money. Yeah. So make it a conscious effort. It will be too boring to just be going from home to work your whole life and then you die and go. For dying, we all die, right? But try to add some life to your time, yeah, and it would be good, yeah. So um, again, today we're not really discussing anything. We just going over. Prissy is out there somewhere in a dealership trying to get her oil change. I am trying
Doing
here,
window
trying.
shopping
Say that again.
and window shop.
And window shop, yeah, yeah, because the dealership is trying to sell a car, and yeah, she'll deal with them. I am also trying to get back to the basement completion projects. Trying to, I need to, from here, I would go head straight to the Home Depot to try go get some materials and get back to Raid because I have an inspection scheduled on Monday, and I have so much to do before that inspection. So nothing much today. All we might want to do today is that go out there, share. Okay, for the first time, just share a feed from Dearvan. I know you've not done it before, just like how you don't like going on vacations, right? So just today, make a conscious effort to number one, go on vacations, number two, share Dearvan's feed, right? Maybe we spend so much time talking that we don't take time to talk about these. So today, for the first time, share the feed, and if you've not followed us, go out there, follow us, and yeah, would be having fun. I think now that Prissy is here, is home, like we'll be doing a lot of movements together. Okay, so the reason it looks like we have a little bit of free time is because the kids had their season on a break, right? Their soccer season. And now, unfortunately, fortunately, if they hear unfortunately, then they'll say, oh, okay, so fortunately, they are back. The season is back. And so we have to be doing a lot of travel and running around. And so um, I'm sure that we'll be doing most of the Dear Van episodes from elsewhere, right? And so we'll just be ready with that. And we'll be doing quite a number of trips as well out of state for the soccer games. And so, yeah, anywhere we go out of state, we'll decide to have fun there, right? So, yeah, Prissy, do you have any closing remarks for today? Hey, Paul, good to have you.
Yeah, so yeah, we are back. I'm back. It's not like I'm back. I'm fully here now. So
Yeah,
yeah, sometimes I might be off, but I,
yeah.
I think that my participation will be like 90% now,
Okay.
or
In-
more.
Instead instead of what? What was it before?
It was like maybe 50 or something. Sometimes,
Okay.
yeah, but
Oh,
I'm
maybe
around.
more than 50.
So,
Come on. I think it was more than 50.
yeah, so
So
I'll be
now
around most of the time.
99%, right?
Like
Yeah.
90, I'll just give that 10% window.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
because something can come up. So
yeah.
I'm around. And so
Yeah.
you can
That's good.
pour out your questions and we'll try to
Yeah.
answer as much as we can.
Yeah.
Anything. There's nothing like a foolish question. Any question you have, you can just send them across. We'll try
Right.
to answer them.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, Carrie, it's good to have you. Yeah. So, um, it's basically, like I said, a freestyle day, nothing to really discuss because we just easing in from all the travels and all. Um, and then next week we'll really start with the all the topical discussions and all. And we will also be having people coming on the program to also share their experiences, share their lives with us. You see, it's always a blessing to have someone who is willing to share their lives, right? Because most people would rather be quiet and I don't know. There are so many reasons why, but most people would rather be quiet. So I don't take it for granted at all that people would want to come share their experiences, come share their failures, and also that we can all learn from it. So thanks so much for joining us today. Um, to next week, depending on where we are when we do the episode, I might show you progress so far in the basement project. The whole of last night to around 2 a.m., I was working on the electricals. I was creating circuits here and there, and so on and so forth. And so, a lot of progress. Hopefully, the next time would show that to you. And so, thanks so much for joining us. Always remember that no two relationships are the same. Cheers and bye for
Yes.
now.